Be hating and talking and hating, I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton, I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. 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 I am the prince. I said I am the prince. I am the prince. I said I am the first of all time. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the first of all time. I said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. Want me the best? Remember me. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He'll take it inside the 25. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, let's get some penetration here. He learned. Some penetration. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Tackles. Check.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. 95.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 14, 14. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Mark out right there. Screen. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Mike 27, Mike 27. Ball. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
To throw from his end zone, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing now is Lance.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. That's complete, right around the 8. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From midfield, here's Lance.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left.
That's going to be caught by Judy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, it.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 130 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer. Check the backer. Kill. Bang out. Bang out. Slam. Bam.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, Zebra. Check hot route. Check 37.
They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Right side caught by Jackson. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deshaun Jackson, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 27. Check Mike. 27. Blue there. Blue there. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down. Alert, 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 alert. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip left, rip left.
Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A final shot before half for Lance. Out of his hands quick to Jackson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Check, check. Look. Hey, alert. 54's Mike.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Mike 27, Mike 27. I got you, Pop. Hey, check Mike 27.
From the 27, Wilson. Dancing to his left.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cut his lip. Cut his lip. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Gun. Hey, check Mike 27. Got it. Let's go,
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Again, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5 that. Coming this way. Here we go. Right there, 54.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's Jackson again on the reception. Touchdown, 49ers. Deshaun Jackson, 35 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. To the 43, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, box 54, box 54. We go. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now Gordon on 1st down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Rolling to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Lance back to throw. Same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. You know this. Hey, man. Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Okay, ready? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Ball ran.
Lance looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On second down, Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Check. Fresno.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Block 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, right set. Check.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 4.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They give it to Williams running right. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike. Hey, zero.
Mike, check 33.
Hey. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Bring it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 228 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
47 Mike 47.
Lance with a first throw in overtime. Jackson with a catch, finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home.